While working on my guide to play Perisno, someone suggested I make a guide for the best units in the mod. Now that's a good idea. This took both more and less work than I anticipated, but anyway, here's what I did. When you play Perisno, go below to reports. At the top, you can see view faction troop trees for both the main faction and the small ones. Whenever you click on a unit, you will see their levels, skills, and equipment. So there's a lot of units, obviously, and I also realized finding the single best unit will be impossible as each unit has a specific job to do, you know, infantry, cavalry, archers. Because of that, not a single troop is optimized for every single scenario, so instead, using the troop trees, I created an Excel document and wrote down all of the best infantry, archer, cavalry, and horse archer units of each faction, along with their levels, if they have any distinct weapons that make a difference, as well as pros and cons, if any. Furthermore, I made a Google Drive link for this Excel, so if you want to quickly compare troops, feel free to check it out. So as to which units are better, starting with infantry, we have the Bacal Warmonger. This absolute beast of a soldier is at level 65. All of his skills are super high and he's clad in heavy armor, as well as fighting with a shield. This makes it the most skilled infantry unit as well as the best equipped. The weapon has sufficient range to attack cavalry and infantry alike, and archers will barely get through the shield, let alone the armor. As for better archers, this was a close contest between the Elentoran Crimson Ranger and the Perisno Rune Ranger, but I went with the latter. Both are at high levels, the Crimson Ranger a bit higher at 60 against the Rune Ranger at 55, but the Ranger has a stronger bow, stronger flaming arrows, as well as an edge in melee, thanks to a very sturdy shield, which the Ranger badly lacks. The counter is that the Ranger has more arrows, but once the arrows run out on both sides, Rune Ranger is almost guaranteed to win in melee, and while they're exchanging arrows, Crimson isn't all that better than Rune, it could go either way, so Perisno Rune Archer for the win. In terms of cavalry, I give it to both Frod Ridear Falcon and the Perisno Paladin. Both are high levels, 68 and 70 in that order. Both have huge skills and are seriously well equipped, so I can't really say for sure who would win, though the Perisno Paladin has a lance for the initial charge and his horse is I think the strongest in the game. That said, both are really dangerous to everybody on the battlefield. As for horse archers, I give this one to the Frod Soitan Falcon. This is without a doubt the best archer in the game, at level 65, well equipped for every situation. Those are for the main factions. In terms of small factions, the troop trees don't feature all of the small faction, maybe because some of them can't actually be recruited, like the Red Immortals. According to the wiki, they are at level 60, making them some of the most dangerous infantry units, but also they can't be recruited. Encars is a faction that's not there either, as well as the Grazier Worshippers. But based on those that are there, the best infantry unit is the Maiden Foot Knight from the female Freelancer faction. Not all that impressive at level 48, but well trained and equipped as far as mercenary goes. In terms of archer, the Clemorian Clanite has possibly the most dangerous crossbow in the game at 110 pierce damage, so it'll take care of any heavy troops without a shield in the way. The Clemorian Tedulivian is also the best cavalry unit of the smaller factions, surpassing the Eagle Lord at level 62 by being level 65. Pretty straightforward as far as cavalry goes, but very well trained and equipped. Surprisingly, one of the best horse archers is the Knight of Doom, that is often part of weaker outlaw groups, but if you came across him, you know he's tough. At level 54, wearing heavy armor and a repeating crossbow, he's as strong as he is annoying. Not far behind, the Virago Heroine is also an excellent horse archer, well armored. And that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. If you haven't seen my other mod content, check it out. New to Perisno? These troops look way too dangerous? Check out my guide on how to rise up in Perisno and avoid all the death traps. A like and subscribe can go a long way for me. I just made it to 500 subs, and I can start monetizing my content at 1000. If you help me reach this goal, I can actually start making a living from the content, so all the help is greatly appreciated. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.